Here we are on the field of Titan Stadium. We're sitting down with head women's soccer coach Demian Brown as he gets his team ready for the 2012 season. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
When people look at this team on paper, a lot of them are going to say this is the year. You've got almost everybody back. You've got 8 seniors on the team. You lose only 1 starter on the back line, albeit that's a pretty big starter on the back line. And you've got a strong class coming in predicated on defense. In your mind right now, is this the year?
I think we go into every season with the intention or with the hope that this is the year. Obviously, there are a lot of things that have happened over the last year and a half now that give us a lot of positive feelings about the upcoming season. As you say, obviously, our senior class is great right now, and so many of those seniors, they feel truly like they have something to prove. Going into it, I'd have to say, yeah, there are a lot of expectations, I think, from the soccer community as a whole, but none greater than the expectations we have for ourselves.
You've had about a week to work with this group, 2-a-days start fall practice. What are your initial impressions? What are they showing you right now?
This first week is just, it's gone, in regards to a coaching staff, it's gone as a dream. All the women came in very fit. We haven't had to push very hard in the aspects of fitness. Because of the level that they came in with. And so a lot of our sessions have been purely soccer based, with being able to deal with the organization of how we want to play, really developing the competitive spirit within the team, and keeping us right now in a position where we're through a week of double days and everyone's healthy and happy and going forward still.
You talk about how you want to play. Have you changed anything without giving away, trade secrets? Have you kind of changed how you've done things in the past to going into 2012?
We were very happy with how we played. Obviously not happy with the results and some of the results that we had, but we were very happy with how we played last season. And so really changing things isn't the idea, it's just doing some of those things better.
You come into 2012 with a schedule, and you got to be loaded for bear. 6 BCS schools, back-to-back contests against NCAA teams in Oregon State, and national semifinalist Florida State, and then you open conference play against Irvine and Long Beach, the top 2 preseason picks. And all of that after your spring, which included a 2-1 result against Stanford, who won the national title last year. It seems like you're going all in.
We felt there's no better way to challenge ourselves. We feel that we have a team that has the quality to play in the tournament. And so in order to do that successfully, we wanted to play against tournament-type teams. We wanted to play in environments that were going to challenge us as a program. And with the schedule that we have, we can't wait to see what a game against USC looks like as we open up. And obviously not to overlook LMU, but to be able to go out to Michigan, Michigan State, to be able to go out to Florida State, to play Oregon State here at Titan Stadium. All those types of things, we're hopeful, prepare us for what is going to be a very challenging conference. But obviously our main goal is we want to represent our conference in the NCAA tournament.
Speaking of the conference, your peers picked you guys to finish 3rd. Long Beach, a near unanimous pick for the top, and then Irvine, who made the tournament last year, picked 2nd. Is that about right for you right now?
I'd like to think so. Obviously, you don't want to take anything away from what Irvine and Long Beach have done over the last couple seasons. I thought, when we finished last fall, I thought we were playing great soccer. We had 3 very good results. And basically, in that sense, we kind of ran out of time. We felt great at the end of it in regards to those results. I think our spring competition schedule kept us in a very competitive spirit. And now looking forward, I think the conference coaches got it right. And now it's our job to prove them right, or even surpass what the thoughts were.
Your conference schedule welcomes a new face. Hawaii joins the fold this year, and your team's going to go to the islands for the first time.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what you know about the league's newest member, and how do you prepare your team to focus on taking care of business while you're surrounded by paradise?
Yeah, absolutely. Hawaii coming into the conference obviously is going to be an interesting element. In regards to Hawaii as a program, we've played them now over the last 3 to 4 years and have had some good success with them. We've always played them here at home. We've never had the chance to go out and play them there, so that will be an element that we have to deal with in regards to the travel, accommodations, getting up in Hawaii and having to go out and compete and play soccer. All those types of things we'd like to think that we've trained for through what our schedule was in the spring and some of the chaotic types of traveling that we did in the spring. We're hopeful that with the group of women that we have, as many seniors, and with all the maturity that we have, going out to the island, playing in a game, handling the business of competing, and then obviously getting the result will be something that we're able to do.
Palo Alto, a little different than Honolulu.
A little different.
Last year, you could make a case you were the fittest team in the country. You tied an NCAA record with 11 overtime matches, and then playing something like an entire regulation contest and then 3 more overtimes or something like that. What do you take from experiences like that you apply to this year?
You know, finishing those games and finishing with those 11 overtime games, being 5-5-1, you know, the 5 losses, we look back at, you know, where we were in control of games. And you can think about a game against Long Beach State in conference. We were up a goal with 12 seconds left. We lost in overtime in the first 2 minutes of overtime. There are games like that we look at as a coaching staff in regards to just little things that we can tweak and make better. Game management, being able to take care of a game at the end of it. And then obviously the part of it is just continuing to prepare our women to handle whatever types of things are thrown at them. Again, like I said, the fitness level and the athleticism that we have within the program right now, if we were to have to play 11 overtime games again this upcoming season, I think we'd do just as well, if not better, in that regard.
Offensively, you bring back your top 5 scorers, preseason all-conference pick, Anne-Marie Tangora. She had 5 goals and 6 assists her first year at the D1 level. But she's also got some help. She's got Nikki McCants and Stacy Fox and Rebecca Wilson. What do you expect out of this group offensively for this year?
You know, it's just such a fun and dynamic group. The ideas that we've seen them display, even in our training sessions, have been just so energetic and so fun. They're enjoying scoring goals, which for a group of forwards, that's what you want to see as a coaching staff. And within their enjoyment, they're continually challenging each other in their training sessions to see who scores more. And so obviously that's a good problem to have in regards to just picking 2 for a match or picking 2 to start a game. We have what we feel is a group of 4 or 5 that can step on and really put pressure on any type of Division I program.
In net, junior Lindsay Marisic returned. She played every minute for you in 2012, and you brought in 3 more transfers, Savannah Wood and Katie Pulliam, and then freshman Jennifer Stewart. Savannah has to sit out this year as a transfer, though. Yeah. Talk a little bit about Lindsay's performance last season, and then your expectations for all 4 of those.
Absolutely. You know, Lindsay, I thought she was definitely a soldier for us last year, playing in every single second, every single minute of every single game. We had some injuries to other goalkeepers that, in Lindsay as well, she played those games more or less hurt the entire year. Now a healthy Lindsay is what we expect and what we've seen in training. She's been great in training, and on top of that, she's now has a healthy core of goalkeepers that will continue to push her, keep her honest in what she's doing in training. And when we come into a game, we like the fact that we have someone with as much experience as what Lindsay has, as well as some very good goalkeepers sitting behind her, looking forward to their time on the field as well.
Defensively, Caitlin Milano, the one starter that you lost off of the back line. How do you see that group shaping up this year?
We are very happy with our defensive group. One of the things that people don't realize is last year in our training camp, Jacqueline Clark took an injury and kept her out the entire season. Now with her becoming healthy, we replaced our captain and Caitlin Milano with a 5th-year Jacqueline Clark. And so we don't feel that we lose very much. Obviously the experiences and the quality of Caitlin you can never replace, but to be able to bring someone like Jacqueline with the ability that she has and obviously the maturity level that she has, we feel that it will be a seemingly easy transition.
You've got a group of 5th-year seniors, the Jen Smiths, Gianne Mazzeau, Stacy Fox. They've been here, they've done that, they've seen it all. Talk a little bit about what that trio brings to the table and the rest of your senior class and how they kind of shape what kind of team you're going to be this year.
Absolutely. They make us who we are. You know, those 3 and the experiences, both positive and negative, have really taken a strong hold of the team and have put us in the direction that I think will lead us to being successful. They're winners, they're competitors, and they know over the last couple seasons we haven't fulfilled what it is that we've set out to do. And now as this begins their final season, I think the three of them, along with the rest of the very talented senior class and the group as a whole, have made a very conscious decision to go out the right way.
When people come to the matches, who else should they be keeping an eye on that you hope to have one of those seasons?
Yeah, you know, it's hard to answer that. It's hard to answer that only because we have players like Brisa Gonzalez and Erica Mazot who they're at the top of their game. What that will look like, we don't know. We hope it's going to be a great thing, but just their pure athleticism and their soccer abilities make them standouts. Nikki McCants, who in that environment of the core forwards that we have, had a great spring and has already had a very good showing this far in training camp, and so we expect a lot out of her. And then obviously our sophomore class with Chelsea Patterson and Becca Wilson leading the way. I just think those groups of players add so much to our program, and they're so dynamic. You're going to want to keep an eye on everybody.
Now, a little bit off the beaten path, if you ran the soccer world, what three things would you like to see changed?
When you say soccer world?
Collegiate soccer. If you could make the rules, say this is my league now, I'm going to make these three changes, what would they be?
Would like to see there be no sudden death or in overtime. Have them play 2 legitimate periods. Would like there to be tighter rules in regards to, or regulations I should say, in regards to substitution patterns. And third, I don't know, I think NCAA does a lot of things well. I think those two are big for us and how we see it. Let me come back to you on the third one.
Cal State Fullerton opens the regular season on Friday, August 17th. They will take on Southern California rival USC and former head coach Ali Hosro Shaheen for the first time at 7 p.m. Coach Brown, thanks for your time. Good luck in 2012.
Thank you very much.